Today I'm talking about my newest listing at 1067 Biden Hall Circle in Rural Hall, North Carolina. We will also walk you through what it's actually like to live here in Rural Hall and why this one might make a lot of sense, especially if you're thinking about relocating and want something that just fits your day-to-day life just a little bit better. My name is Keon with Real Broker LLC. I live here, I work here, I help people buy and sell homes right here in the Triad. And I'm not just here to sell you a dream. I'm here to give you the full picture so you can make the right decision for you and your family. So whether you make the move in 9 days or 9 months, feel free to reach out. I'm receiving calls and texts every day and I love it. My contact information is in the description box and I'm easy to reach. What I like about this home right off the bat is that it just makes sense. It's a 2-story home built in 2018, so you're getting something that still feels modern and updated without having to worry about jumping into a bunch of projects right after you move in. It's the kind of place where you can show up, get settled, and start enjoying it pretty quickly, which is a big deal for a lot of people who are relocating and don't want to have to deal with all the stress of renovations on top of everything else that comes with a move. This home is just over 2,000 square feet and the size really hits a nice middle ground. It's big enough where you're not on top of each other and everyone has their own space, but it's not so large that it feels overwhelming to maintain. It feels practical, and that's something that I keep coming back to a lot about this house. It's very livable in a real, everyday sense. You got 4 bedrooms and 3 full bathrooms, and what that really translates to is flexibility. Whether that's having space for family, guests coming into town, or even just being able to dedicate a room to a home office or something personal, you're not compromising nearly as much. And having 3 full bathrooms makes a bigger difference than people expect. It just smooths everything out, especially during those busier parts of the day when everyone's trying to get ready at the exact same time. And this home has been recently updated with LVP flooring running throughout. And what that really means for you is durability and ease. It holds up well, it's easy to clean, and it's built for real life. Whether that's kids running through the house, guests coming over, or just everyday wear and tear, is one less thing that you have to worry about. The kitchen ties into that same idea of simplicity and functionality. With stainless steel appliances and a clean, updated look, it's a space that feels current without being overcomplicated. It's easy to picture yourself using it, whether that's quick weekday meals or having people over and actually enjoying the space instead of feeling cramped or outdated. And then when you step out your back door, you've got something a little bit more personal with the raised flower beds already in place. There are 4 of them, and that adds a layer of character to a home that you don't always get. If you're someone who enjoys gardening or just likes the idea of having space that's a little bit more intentional, it's already set up for you. And even if you're not, it still gives the yard a sense of purpose and something a little different than just a basic patch of grass. The lot itself is about 0.12 acres, and I always like to be real about that because depending on where you're coming from, that can mean different things. It's not a huge piece of land, but what it does offer is something manageable. You've got enough space to enjoy the outside without feeling like you're constantly maintaining it. And for a lot of people, especially those relocating, that ends up being exactly what they want. It's that balance between having your own space without adding more to your plate than you actually want to deal with. You also have a 2-car driveway, which is one of those details that have been thoughtfully improved. The owners actually widened the driveway so you can comfortably fit 2 cars without that tight, awkward squeeze, which makes a big difference day to day. And when it comes to extra storage, the garage has a 4-foot bump out, giving you that extra space for things like tools, bikes, or seasonal items. It's one of those practical upgrades that you don't always notice right away, but once you have it, you're really glad that it's there. And one thing that I do want to point out, because it matters more than what people think, is the 12-year transferable structural warranty. Especially if you're moving from out of state or you're not as familiar with the area, having that extra layer of confidence in the home goes a long way. It's not something that's flashy, but it's definitely something that you'll appreciate over time. Now, as much as the home itself checks a lot of boxes, what really brings it all together is where it's located. Rural Hall is one of those areas that tend to fly under the radar. But once people actually spend some time here or start learning more about it, it starts to make a lot of sense, especially for someone who's looking for a change of pace without completely disconnecting from everything. That's something that I hear all the time from people who relocate here. They didn't necessarily realize how much the constant movement, noise, and pace of a busier area was affecting them until they stepped into an area like this, where things were just a little more calm. And it doesn't mean that there's nothing to do. It just means that you're not always surrounded by it. You can choose when you want to tap into that energy and when you don't. You've got a home in an area that allows you to actually unwind. And if you want more, you're just a short drive from Winston-Salem and other surrounding areas, so you still have access to everything you would expect. More restaurants, more shopping, work opportunities, medical facilities. But when you come back home, the environment shifts back. It's quieter, it's less hectic, and it feels more relaxed in a way that's hard to fully explain until you experience it. There's also a sense of community here that feels a little different. It's not over the top, but people are friendly, neighbors acknowledge each other, and there's just a little more grounded feel overall. It's the kind of place where you can settle in and actually feel like you're a part of something without it being overwhelming. When you put all that together, the home itself, the layout, the condition, the location, and the overall feel of the area, it starts to come together in a way that just works. Especially if you're looking for something that supports your lifestyle instead of making it more complicated. And if you've been watching this and you're thinking, yeah, this actually feels like what I've been looking for, then the next step is simple. Reach out to me. Call me, text me, whichever is easiest for you. I'm happy to answer your questions, talk through your situation, or even just figure out if this is the right move for you or not. And if this video has helped you out, even a little bit, then tap that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Because I'm gonna keep showing up with content that helps people just like you become confident, educated homeowners. I've got more deep dives coming, whether you're buying, selling, or just learning. And make sure you watch this video, as it will help you with your home search. And when you're ready to make that move, just remember, Keon has the keys. I'll see you in the next one.